Hi everybody, welcome to day 5 of Jeff's blog on Facebook. If you want to keep watching it, make sure you turn over to that page, Jeff's blog. It's Thursday the 7th of May. We're still in shutdown, aren't we? But it's good that, because we're in shutdown, I'm doing this. We're doing this if we weren't in shutdown. And we're looking at the beginnings of things, aren't we? As we were yesterday, carrying on from that a little bit. Especially this incredible verse at 27 in Genesis chapter 1, which is the story of the beginnings of things. Which says, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them." So he said we are very much like God. He's made in his image, so we're very much like him. Just want to look at that last part first. We're made in his image. So I, as a male, am made in the image of God. But male and female, he created us. So in my way of reading that, the ladies in our world are equal in quality of personage to myself. I am not superior to a lady in any way whatsoever. And so as you look at me, I hope that you can see something of the image of God. And as you look at my wife, I hope you can see something of the image of God. I hope when you look in the mirror, you're comfortable that you can see something that pleases you, and that because you're made in the image of God, and you should therefore be pleasing, And so the image of God is seen in that way. But personally, so I'm encouraging everybody to have a personal relationship with this Bible. Yeah, get yourself a Bible and read it for yourself. That's the big sin of the church. That's the big sin of all the religions. They just trust the leaders, and the leaders get it all mixed up, and they're just trusting somebody else, the leaders, to them. So go back to the text. It's written here. I'll do a Bible study on that sometime. But this is what I think. That in the way that it's male and female, he created them. And then if you just next chapter, we're going to look at Adam and Eve, and they're going to be created individually, but they're going to become man and wife. So then one of the things that God says in chapter 2 is that when they become man and wife, they become one. So in that relationship of oneness, in my opinion, is the most perfect image of God to be seen. So we can see God in you, and we can see God in, I can see God, you can see God in me, you can see God in my wife, but you should be able to see God twice as well if we're both having a good day together. Because he said we're one. And that's a hint where I want to go to now regarding what's in this book, this verse. There's a hint of a prophecy. In the Old Testament scriptures, there's a lot of prophecy looking forward to things in the future. And there's a prophecy here that speaks to us about God having 3 parts to his nature. That's what I think. Okay, I think you can see that here. And you can just back away a little bit. Remember the verse we looked at yesterday. The first verse in the Bible is God created. And then second verse in there, it says, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. So there's a division, if you want, or not a division, but a distinction between God and the Spirit of God. There's some kind of distinction there. And later on we'll want to add the Lord Jesus Christ into that and say he's the third person in this tripartite being. And then just to finish off, in the way that God makes things day after day, at the end of each day of when he looks on what he's done, he says it's good. Wow, that's good. That's really good. I'm really pleased with my day's work today. It's good. And then for you and for me, when he finishes work making us, he stands back again and he says, that's very good. Wow, I've excelled myself today, haven't I? And so in as much that you can see, in as much as that's going on, there's a person in this. This is not a spirit that is devoid of personality. So God is spirit. At this point in history, he doesn't have a body, so he's spirit, but he has personality. And that personality has a likeness for goodness. He has a likeness for goodness. And I'll just chuck this in before we finish today. The excellence of the goodness that he delights in is this thing called love. Adam and Eve will love one another. You and me and myself, my wife, we will love one another. You will love each other, won't we? Hallelujah. That's what's going on in our world at the moment. There's this call for a sacrificial love, a love that is risking its life. And that's Jesus on the cross. So thanks again. A little bit more on this tomorrow before we finish and then carry on. See you. Bye.